I'm Jason Glass, 45 years old. I've lived in Eastern Iowa all but 3 years of my life, and now have lived in Iowa City for about 7 years. Met my wife here in the Hawkeye Marching Band, and we now live on the east side of Iowa City with my two daughters and Labrador Retriever. I'm currently the vice chair of the Iowa City Human Rights Commission, and I'm a past member of the Iowa Human Rights Board, which is a governor-appointed position. I've been very involved with local theater and music. My professional career was I spent 20 years in human resources for several local companies, the last few at the executive level. In those roles, I was making workplaces safer, recruiting people to the area, making workplaces more welcoming and more equitable. I kind of specialized in a lot of human and civil rights, which led to some of that work that I mentioned before. I've investigated and resolved dozens of harassment and discrimination issues. And I help managers be better people managers. So I now, for the last 2 years, have taught at the Tippie College of Business at the University of Iowa. I teach human resources and leadership courses at the undergrad and MBA level. I'm a past nonprofit leader, both in my professional career as well as volunteering. I led a nonprofit called Professional and Technical Diversity Network, which was a group that was focused on welcoming a more diverse workforce to the corridor. I'm a 27-year member of the Iowa National Guard's 34th Army Band, where I'm a saxophone player and I'm the drum major for the marching band. And all these experiences have involved working through challenges with a diverse group of people that oftentimes have some very different views and those kind of things. So I grew up in Fairfield, Iowa, about an hour south of here, and my dad was a firefighter and later fire chief, and I worked for the local Parks and Rec department and a couple summers at the wastewater treatment plant. So I've done all the dirty jobs, but it really gave me appreciation for like the real workings of municipal government and the city employees that really make everything run that we far too often take for granted. So I'm running because I love Iowa City. I think it's a pretty great place. I think that sometimes gets lost in all the discussion about where we fall short or where we need to improve. And I want everyone to feel that as strongly as I do. So I want to leverage all those diverse experiences, a nonpartisan approach to problem solving, and to make this an even better place. So I have a pretty wide variety of experiences that in many different sectors of the community. And I've had a pretty successful career thus far, and a lot of that involved dealing with really tough issues and tough conversations. And I'm not afraid to take on the tough issues and conversations that we need to have at the city level in order to make this an even better place. And I've done that through positive relationships with people across a wide spectrum of political ideology and all those things too. So I think that's really important as we try to get things done as a city.